Hi everyone, I'm Niina. You can find me in Ravelry as ninima, and this is the third episode of my podcast, NiinaNknitting. Today is Monday, the 15th of August. I think it's been about 2-3 weeks since I last recorded. Um, I live in Jyväskylä in central Finland, and at the moment I'm outside at a sort of outdoor sports area, whatever we have here near my home. It's a place where we have skiing tracks in the winter, downhill skiing slopes, stuff like that. And in the summertime, or when there's no snow, uh, we have, paths and trekking places, jogging, all that sort of things. And the specific place I'm at the moment is, I think it's called a wicket, maybe. I looked it up from the dictionary, so I'm not sure. It's a shelter of some sorts, usually, that people make as a temporary shelter for when they want to spend a night in the woods and they don't have a tent. So they use, I don't know, tree trunks and branches and leaves. But this one is not a temporary one. It's been built by the city, I think. Uh, but it's still some sort of a wicket. It's a shelter from the rain, and that's why I'm here, because it's been raining on and off today, and I wanted to play it safe and record here. And as I'm speaking, it's, you know, raining just a little, but enough so that I didn't want to get my tablet wet or my knitting wet. I have a Ravelry group called NiinaNknitting. I also have a blog by the same name. And no, I haven't updated it now either. Not yet. Maybe next week, I don't know. It's been kind of busy. I was hoping to record last week, but the summer vacations ended for the kids. So our son went to school, 6th grade, and my daughter went to daycare. So we've been kind of busy. Plus, I had a meeting about a job I'm starting next month. So I've had things to organize and getting used to, more or less. I want to thank you, everyone who has returned, has watched my first 2 episodes. Whoa. Or if you're here for the first time, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see. I hope I'll get something done to improve the lighting on the computer, but this is the best I can do at the moment in here. And I'll see how me and my computer get along tomorrow, or yeah, probably tomorrow when I start editing this. Yeah, I think that's all the beginning stuff. If you heard something, that's my dog. I'll try to get some video footage of him after I get this done. He's walking around here somewhere. Okay, finished objects. Something I showed you last time and I had in progress then, but now it has been finished. It's the shawl I was test knitting. The pattern is in Ravelry now. It's called Kesä, it's Summer Night in English, by Eva Kesäkuu. And I have made a progress keeper. It's right over there. Guess you can see it's there. That's where I was last time I recorded. So I had a bit of stockinette to do, and then this last lace part. Right, So I was using Hedgehog Fibres sock yarn for this one. This lighter colorway is called Monarch. It has specks of many different colors, and this orangey rusty thing is called a rusty nail. So this is quite a big shawl. It hasn't been blocked really well yet, and if you can see here, I was running out of rusty nail, so I did the last rows of the shawl with this Monarch, and I think it looks pretty nice, even like this. So yeah, about blocking, it's kind of difficult in our household because, well, first of all, I don't have blocking wires, but that's not a huge problem. You can solve it other ways too. But the bigger problem is getting this shawl blocked somewhere where there aren't any 3-year-olds, meaning my daughter and the dog, getting too curious about this shawl. So I haven't been able to block it really well. I wish I had a better, I had been able to get this lace part opened a bit more. But yeah, maybe I'll sort something out a bit later. Then another thing, I'm not quite sure if I was working on it already or not. Don't remember. Anyway, this is a sock I have shown before, but then it was in size medium, and this one is small. So this is the pattern called I Remembered It Again by Heidenik, and it was the stage 2 pattern for Tulta sock. And I made it in medium back then when the competition was on. But they turned out way too big for me and too loose. I didn't like it, but I really like the pattern, so I just had to re-knit them. This yarn is Hedgehog Fiber Skinny Singles. It's in Burgundy colorway. They are these cables, the front of the sock, and then this sort of net kind of thing with pearls in the back. And doing it for the second time, I think it was a lot easier. Maybe it wasn't, well, I wasn't in any kind of pressure, even though, yeah, I wasn't that serious about competing. But anyway, I had done it once before, of course. That's one thing. I used magic loop one at a time, and I was using 3.0 millimeter circulars for this because I like the knitting better. And yeah, I'm a tight knitter. People tend to use 2.25 or something when they use fingering weight yarn, but if I use 2.25, that's like metal, so it's not something I can do. Anyway, so this is I Remembered It Again socks the second time around, and this time they really fit me. I'm very happy with them. It's the color is really blown out here in this light. I hope I can do something about it at home, maybe, but if I can't, I'll try to get some good pictures on Ravelry to the project page. Anyway, it's the kind of color that is very suitable for Christmas, I think. So this is something I'll probably use next Christmas. And that's my 2 finished objects. Nothing more. I do have 2 works in progress with me. One of them is in an acquisition project bag. This is from Anita yarn. Her Etsy shop. I just happened to wander to her Etsy shop, and this was on sale, so yeah, I bought it because I didn't have any project bags whatsoever. This is a small one. It's very nice for just 1 pair of socks. This strap thing, if you want to knit and wear it around your wrist, I think the balance is a bit off because this is the bottom of the bag. But anyway, I never knit and walk, so it really doesn't make a difference for me. But living in this bag is my coffee cantata socks that I have started. This pattern is gorgeous, very, very complex. All these twisted stitches, but oh man, it's so beautiful. I completely love it, and I'm really happy to have them once I get them done. But it's not a quick knit. It's not something I can knit in the car. But I was knitting them this weekend, for example. We were watching the Olympics at my father-in-law's. This yarn I'm using is stranded dyeworks in Oasis base, and this colorway is called Poppy. It's 75% merino, 25% nylon, and it gets very nice stitch definition, I think. So it's a bit like you were, or what I imagine you would feel when you were knitting cotton, just fingering weight cotton. But it is soft, but it's not furry at all. There's no halo or anything. Oh man, this pattern is just so beautiful. I can't wait to get them done, but I do have a problem. I'll probably have to start wearing skirts, because otherwise nobody will see my beautiful, beautiful socks. And I don't wear skirts. I usually don't wear skirts, I just wear jeans or pants. So, sorry, I forgot to mention. So, Coffee Cantata is the name of the pattern, and the designer is called Kawa Coffee, I think. And I'm using my 3.0 millimeter DPNs. Just bamboo, something cheap that I have bought online on eBay. That's one work in progress, but nothing I can knit in the car. But something I can make in the car is the Ravelry socks I mentioned in my first episode. I only had the socks then without this white stripe. Now I have crocheted the stripe, and then I have crocheted, well, just this last weekend on the way to my father-in-law's. The sole part haven't crocheted the black stripe here yet, and as you can see, I haven't attached these two together, so haven't sewn them in. But that's something I can do pretty quickly. I have tagged these for the whips wrestling for the Ravelry games in Ravelry, and I'm confident that I can finish these on time. So this week still we have the Olympic Games, and in honor of that we have the Ravelry games on Ravelry, and I'll get this finished by the end of the week. We'll just have the one stripe and the laces to do. Sorry, I had to pause for a while because the dog just ran off. Don't know why. I guess he may have seen a horse or something, because there are horses around here. So I just had to shout him back. Yeah, but I was talking about these reverses and just saying that, yeah, I was pretty much have said everything I wanted to say. The pattern is by Rea Järvenpää. It's a paid for pattern, and I've made, this is my 25th pair. When I have finished this, I will show you the finished pair, this number 25, and the first one I ever made, so we can compare if I've made any progress or anything. This yarn, this orange one, is teetee Salla in color 15 or something. It's a DK weight yarn, and this white, the gray, and the black yarn, they're all 7 veljestä, Novita 7 veljestä, which is an Aran weight yarn. It doesn't make a difference that they're of different weight, because the sole part is a separate part anyway. Yeah, so that's my second work in progress. I knit them with my 3.5 millimeter DPNs. No, it wasn't DPNs. That was the first time I tried magic loop 2 at a time. Yeah, there was nothing to it. It was pretty straightforward. Then another acquisition. First one was the project bag. The second one is this was an impulse buy. People in Ravelry were talking about knitting a sock book from cover to cover, and they were getting really excited about it. And at first try, I didn't go along. I said, no, I've been making socks, and I have a ton of beautiful patterns marked in my library, stuff that I really want to make. And besides, that book was about 25 euros in, I think, Adlibris or something. Well, anyway, online. So I thought, nah, I'm not gonna use 25 euros on a book, because I have all these free patterns on Ravelry. But there was a mix-up, and somebody had this book in their bookcase, and she thought they were talking about this book, about knitting this book from cover to cover, and she started doing it, and then at one point she realized, no, you weren't talking about the Socktopus, you were talking about another book, because this is the book she was doing at the moment. And yeah, I checked out this book in an online book shop, and it was like 12-13 euros. So I just couldn't resist temptation anymore. Oops. So I bought it. 17 different patterns, really nice ones. Well, I won't be doing it from cover to cover, but there are some patterns that I'm definitely gonna make in the near future. A great book by Alice Yu. And then the third acquisition, the last one, is a club yarn for Lanitium Ex Machina. So if you're in their club, yarn club, you can just, stop watching and we'll see you next time in a couple of weeks. But if you're not in that club, then you can continue watching. So this is something of a reward. I have told you about this reward system I made for myself during the Tour de Soc. So I had decided that each time I finish a pair in that competition, I'll get to buy another skein of yarn. And I had already bought 3 skeins, and then I just thought that, okay, I'll go to Lanitium Ex Machina pages and see what they have. Choose 3 different bases, because I thought that, yeah, I could try something different and try 3 different bases. But well, as it happened, they had this ad about 3-month club yarn membership or whatever it's called, and I just went for it. So I'll have a skein of yarn once a month for the next 3 months. I think this one I got in the mail last week. So this is in glitter sock base, and they all are in the same base. So I just totally ignored my decision to try different bases. But I've never had a glitter or Stellina base sock before, so yeah, now I'll have 3 different ones. So I'm gonna. So this yarn is the colorway is called Lord of the Rings, the Return of the King Andúr. It's 70% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and 5% silver stellina. It looks blue to me at the moment. It's because of the lighting. So Lanitium Ex Machina is the name of the dyer, and they have an Etsy shop. In actuality, this is different tones of purple with, of course, the silver specks. Silver stellina, really nice, really nice. Can't wait to decide which pattern I'm gonna knit with this. And I will do my best to either do something about these colors on my computer, or yeah, I'll definitely take some photos of this skein for my Ravelry pages for my stash in there, so you'll get a better picture of the color, because it's nothing like what I see on the screen at the moment. It looks very nice. It'll be pretty. Yeah, so these are my 3 acquisitions, my 2 finished objects, and my 2 works in progress. I had tagged the coffee cantata socks for the Ravelry Games Sockput, I think the event was called, but I won't make it to till the end of the Ravelry Games, because I think they go on until the weekend or something, until Sunday. And the coffee cantata socks are so slow to knit, at least for me. So I won't get them finished by then, but it's okay. It's a really beautiful pattern, and I'm just gonna take my time to get it right and not make any mistakes. It's really, really nice pattern. Yeah. I'm doing it also for a knit along. I should have checked the name of the knit along, because they are doing this coffee cantata pattern, and then another one which was stranded color work, so was maybe called Seven Wonders or something. I'll put it in my notes, but I'm not doing that pattern at all because I'm not into multiple colors or knitting with more than one color. I'm enjoying all the cables and all that sorts of things. Anyway, so there's the knit along for this coffee cantata, and I think it's going on until, well, at least for the end of August. So I will get them done by then. Yeah, that's it. Next time I'll record, it'll be in a few weeks, I guess. I hope the weather will be better. I'll try to insert a video of my dog running around, and also what I have around me at the moment. So yeah, maybe of this wicket, was it? I already forgot. But then also for of this, we're at the foot of a downhill skiing slope place. So I'll just give you an idea of the surroundings where I am at the moment. I'll be recording that on my phone because this tablet is just way too big. I don't want to be carrying it around, especially now that it's raining. I just want to, take a small video and then put my device in my pocket so I won't get it too wet. But I'll be showing you the surroundings in here. And now I'll be getting my Gore-Tex jacket on and putting all these knitting stuff in my backpack, and then we'll start heading home. Yes. Okay, I'll see you in a few weeks. I hope you have a really nice time. I hope you have just enough time to relax and get some knitting done and whatever you want to do. And maybe some of you are getting back to your everyday normal life like I am at the moment. So we'll hopefully have a bit of time for ourselves also, and not just work and friends and family, whatever. Okay, have a really nice time, happy knitting, and I'll see you next time. Bye. This is the place where I was recording just now. Some shelter from the rain, and a place where you can build fire and make some coffee. May even, fry something, I don't know, eat something. And
There's the dog eating grass, thinking he's a cow. And we're gonna head up that hill and down the other side of the same hill to get home. It's not too rainy now, so it's fine.